What's good, y'all? It's AT Malone.
It's your boy Kim.
And we are having some brother bonding time, and we decided to go ahead, click that record button, get a vlog / discussion going. And my little brother had something that he wanted to talk about this Sunday afternoon. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. We'll also leave my little brother's channel in the description so you can subscribe to his channel as well. So,
yes, sir, man. I wanted to talk about the government shutdown, bro. What was your thoughts between the little month and a half, 2 months that it was shut down? If it was a wake-up call for America to make some changes about our personal life, to not depend on the government, is based off of like food stamps and other things like that other people depend on.
Okay.
So I was just seeing what your thoughts was about that, just because like at work, I know I've had my different opinions about it.
Okay.
And my thoughts. So just coming from somebody that done lived through the first government shutdown and then lived through a second one, what was the differences between the first and this recent one? And if it was a wake-up call for America or not?
Well, I believe that it was a wake-up call for the people who actually depend on the government as far as being subsidized for their lifestyle, especially most of these people who voted Democrat, because as we know, the people who vote Democrat, they're not really with the understanding of the Democrats want to keep you tied to them. Okay, they want you to be dependent on them. And the people that are, right-leaning conservative, it was just another day in the office, honestly. And I don't feel bad for anybody who had to go through that, because we should never have to rely on the government to feed ourselves, feed our children, any of those things. Now, it did suck for the TSA workers,
right. Yeah.
All of the people who had these government jobs that had to get furloughed, the air traffic controllers, those people, because those are the innocent ones that are just trying to earn a living for themselves and for their family. But the people that were on, social media, complaining about them not getting their SNAP benefits because they got all these damn kids that they cannot afford.
That was a big one for me, bro. Like that
like, bruh, don't have all of these kids.
And that too. And another thing is, bro, there's people out here getting $2,000 to $3,000 in food stamps that are selling those cards, bro, and collecting that extra money.
Yep.
So what are you doing with that extra money you collected from selling your food stamp cards, that now we're in this situation and you're one of those individuals that go out, sell that card that you get monthly, and now you're the same individual on social media, or you bitching to other people talking about, I ain't got no food stamps, this, that, and the third, government shutdown, when in reality, it's like, okay, where's that extra bread you've been putting off to the side from selling it? That's what you can use.
Well, people were funding their lifestyle, like especially the women, right? Because the women are the ones that are really the beneficiaries of these SNAP benefits. It's more women than men. So I know that some were sitting here complaining about not getting their SNAP benefits, but yet they got their hair done, their nails done. Right. They're doing all of these things using our tax dollars, mind you, because we pay into that stuff every single time that we get paid. So that's what they were using that money for, things that didn't really matter. And now that, of course, they're getting their benefits, I think that they learned their lesson? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I did hear that now, since they have to reapply for it, I believe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's going to be certain prerequisites that they're going to have to qualify for in order for them to receive it. Like making sure that you're actually looking for a place of employment. That way you do not rely on these benefits. So you don't rely on the government to feed yourself, feed your children, which is a good thing. Nobody should be relying on anybody to subsidize their life, okay? You gotta make better life choices, life decisions, and be more self-sufficient and independent when it comes to, taking care of yourself, funding your lifestyle, taking care of your children. Stop having children with people who you shouldn't be having children with. That way, you don't have to worry about who's going to feed your kids, because at the end of the day, that's your responsibility to feed your children. So I don't know what is going to happen as far as what lessons people have learned, but at the end of the day, it should have been a wake-up call. It really should have, man. And also, the people who stop going to work, I thought that was stupid, because you're going to get the people that were furloughed, you're going to get paid in the back end.
Right.
You know what I would have did? Let's just say I would have got furloughed, right? First of all, you should already have a emergency fund. You should have 3 to 6 months of money to cover your bills, expenses, all of those things. I would have been running it up. I would have been working like 70, 80 hours a week. Yes, I would have got so much money during that time that people were being dumb and not going to work. I would have been taking other people's shifts. So whenever the government did open back up, that check would have been lovely.
It would have been crazy. That would have been a crazy check.
It would have been so lovely, man. And I know that so many, and I'm pretty sure some people did, right?
Right, yeah.
You know, if they had their affairs in order, they had their savings in order, because it was only shut down for what,
about a month and a half.
Yeah, month and a half.
Yeah.
So I think that that would have been a play, because you could have made a huge bag. And then I saw that they were giving like the TSA agents like $10,000 bonuses. What? Listen.
Yeah.
You could have came up on a bag, big time. You could have came up. But, you know, now the government has opened up, and we're going to see how people adapt.
We're going to see, we're going to see, bro, because that was just one of my things. Like, if the government was shut down for this long, it's the longest it's ever been shut down. I see a lot of people, mainly our kind, Black African Americans, I'll say that. I see a lot of us complaining about it. And so if you're complaining about it, obviously you wasn't in the right position to be able to do something or make sure you was good enough to where this doesn't affect you. So it's very interesting to see now, like, what changes are certain people going to make just in case something like this happens again, or something much worse.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just hope people realize that you can't rely on the government as much as you should. We expect the government to do the things that are necessary. You know, keep us safe, build infrastructure, just move out of the way so we can go out there and be successful.
Right.
Okay, that's the only thing. That's why I'm more right-leaning, Republican-based more than anything, because I don't like big government. I like small government. I don't believe in socialism. That's not, my standpoint. I don't want nobody giving me anything that I did not earn. Okay, because that's not teaching the lessons of life.
Right.
That you gotta, especially being a man, right? So I think that Black people definitely need to get off the tit of the government and start relying on one another, start working together a lot more, and stop trying to find somebody to save you.
Right.
Okay? Cut the cord, remove the safety net, and go out there and rely on your own intuition, your own decision making, and just go get it. Just go get it.
Because like when I was having this discussion with our parents, bro, dad literally opened my eyes when he said, son, there's people out there that get $2,000 to $3,000 a month on food stamps, and they sell it just to go get high, go buy drugs with it. Well, and I was just like, you know what? Like, how can you feel bad for somebody like that?
Well, and you know that these illegal migrants were benefiting off of the SNAP benefits too, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that was a huge issue because of the insurance. See, we are insuring illegal migrants. We're using my tax dollars, your tax dollars, to fund people who not even supposed to be here. That's why the government shut down. And see, what the Democrats are basically trying to do is create a whole nother voting base. That's why they're allowing all of these people in, so they could come in and be the new, Democratic Party, right? But in order for that to happen, you got to give them food. You got to give them shelter. You got to give them insurance. You got
to get them on your side.
And the Republicans was like, no, we're not doing this. If we're going to redo this whole insurance thing, because insurance is expensive, okay? Yeah, it's so expensive. Then we got to do it the right way. And that is not involving funding people who don't belong here. who did not come here legally the right way to become nationalized American citizens, or the people who have overstayed their visas. No, that's not how that works. No, those benefits are for people who are American citizens, who are like disabled, people who just need help for a small amount of time. It's not supposed to be something that's supposed to last long. It's supposed to lift you up when you're down, and when you're back up, then you get off of it so the next person can get it.
Right.
All right. It's not to be used as a permanent solution. No, it's a temporary solution. That's what a lot of people are not understanding. They're not getting. No, because what ends up happening is it causes people to be enabled to say, okay, well, I can have as many kids as I want because the government's going to help me take care of them. No, it's for if you do lose your job and you need insurance, or you become disabled and you can't work anymore. It's for those people. And I think people are just losing sight of that because of this democratic propaganda that they're placing upon us, that we're not even doing our due diligence and our research to understand why things happen the way that they did, man. That's the biggest thing. So, you know, that's my standpoint on this whole ordeal, man.
Okay.
Yeah. What you got? What else you got?
That was really it, bro. Like, really, I don't really pay attention to the whole government politic thing. So throughout this little month and a half, or however long it was, I was trying to figure out, or not find ways, how does this benefit me, or how does this benefit me moving forward in the future.
Oh,
And just one of the main things that I was just hearing people complain about was the whole food stamp thing. And so, just knowing me and how deep I can go in that kind of I guess knowledge, that kind of thing just popped in my head of like, well, if this many people is upset about that, how many of y'all percentage wise be selling that most, be selling it off rip, and what do y'all do with the money after y'all sell it? Because if you were smart, that okay, cool, go sell it. But you know, for times like this was something some people didn't expect to happen.
I mean,
and it did happen, and you see how many people was caught off guard and wasn't prepared at all.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that everybody should take away from this: get you a 3 to 6 months worth of savings. That way, if something does happen, you can continue to pay your bills. You can go grocery shopping, and you don't have to worry about getting kicked out of, you know, your apartment or your house that you're renting. None of those things. Yes, a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, but at the same time, whenever you are up, you should be stashing that money away. I do it all the time. Whenever I'm making this overtime, you best believe I'm putting that money to the side. I got my 3 to 6 months worth of savings already. You know, I throw it in a high yield savings account, so I'm getting interest off of that every single month. So I just let it sit and rest. I chill. You know, there's times where, you know, you go out there, you splurge, you ball, you do all of those things, but this ain't the time to do it. This is the time to really save and invest your money. So whenever, you know, the economy does make its transition, you know, get better, then you have that opportunity to go spend. But right now it's about saving and investing. That's the only thing that's on my mind right now. And that's what you should be doing too. Yep, save your money, man. That way you don't have to worry about relying on the government ever. Just get it in your mind now that, guess what? I can't rely on anybody else but me in order to take care of myself.
Yeah, because it was just a lot of people feeling bad for each other because of that, right? And we just got done talking about, man, forget your feelings, stop being weak, right? So during that time, how are you gonna feel bad for really a man, because we're the leaders of the world?
Yep.
So how are you gonna be upset or disappointed at a man during this time when in reality, okay, let's go back and look. What was you doing all this time before the whole government shutdown came to where now you're in this position and you can't provide and you can't do this, you can't do that?
Yeah, that's true. That's one thing. I don't feel bad for no man. So yeah, I just don't. That's just me, because we already know that the world isn't going to save us. And if you are a man and you're relying on somebody else to save you, you already lost. You shouldn't have no woman. You shouldn't have no kids. Nah, you got to do a whole complete self-evaluation and really look at life for what it is, okay? You got to go out there. You have to earn. You got to make money. The only way that you even going to be able to keep a woman is if you make money. In order for your kids to respect you, you're going to have to make money and take care of them. You got to be a person that's worth respecting at the end of the day. You just have to be. And life is always going to have its challenges. It's definitely going to be difficult for a man, but we're made to be able to deal with what life throws at us. So guys just gotta, grab your balls and go get to it, man. That's really what it boils down to.
Oh yeah.
Yep. But we gonna finish kicking it here. We just wanted to cook up real quick. Don't forget to like and sub to the channel, and we will catch y'all later. Peace.